This week on the vlog, we're going to talk about journaling, being productive, and what's been going on this week. Stay tuned. Welcome everyone to the vlog. This is going to be episode 4. Go ahead, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below. Hit the little bell so YouTube will tell you that I made a new video. This week, I added a new service actually, so that's going to be super fun. I added real estate photography and drone photography and videos for listings and stuff like that. So that should be super fun. I want to encapsulate everything for the listing. That way I can have full control of the tone and voice of what the listing sounds like, and to make sure that everything that is part of that process, that it just stays on brand. Not everybody wants you can sell the same home like a million different ways, and I just want to make sure that whatever my real estate agent wants, that's how it comes across, and that it's not just cookie cutter stuff. And I added these services just to have more creative control, and I had a complaint that there's a lot of everybody uses the same people or whatever, which is great for them, but you don't want the work to all look the same. So I'm trying to differentiate that whole process. It should be fun. Haven't done it before, just got a drone today, got the DJI Spark. I'll link it below, and actually, it won't be a review that I'll do in the future, but what I'll do is I'll make like a quick video, just me fooling around with it. Should be fun. Yeah, new things, like learning new things. Apparently, you need to be registered with the FAA in order to fly a drone for commercial uses. So I'm going to be studying up to pass that test. And I'm just going to try and be proficient with the drone and work on my cinematography skills. So now I'll have a gimbal for groundwork video, and now I'll have the drone for aerial cinematography and things of that nature. This week also, I made a big jump in my website. Super excited. From last week to this week, I've gotten 213 pops on my website, so that's super exciting. And my bounce rate went down. It was at 93%, now it's at 81%. So the changes that I made seem to be working. I made some more changes, so hopefully it's clearer as to what I do. I had somebody say to me this week that they like my content, but they don't really fully understand what it is that I do. So I clarified. I am a graphic designer, brand director, whatever you want to call it, and my niche is real estate. I like to build brands for real estate agents, make sure their voice and who they are comes across on all social media platforms and video and things of that nature, and to really hamper down on what their perfect client is, their clientele, and the kinds of homes that they want to sell, or be a part of the process. Because not everybody's the same. Not every real estate agent is going to sell the same way or any of that. You know, we're all individuals, and we all need to come across as individuals. And that's what I do. I figure out who you are and how you want to be portrayed online. And everything that I've been doing, I've been successful. Social media accounts that I have, they're growing, and we're getting the proper responses that we want. So that's exciting, and I'm enjoying everybody that I'm working with and my team, so that's super exciting. Now I want to talk to you about journaling. Personally, I like journals like this that has the band. That way your paper doesn't just like get all crumpled up or anything like that. And it also has this guy so that if you want to bookmark different pages, you can do that. Not only do I write my thoughts and things of that nature, I also take notes, and this is how I plan out scripts for the vlog and just different ideas. I highly suggest journaling. It's great. My mind is crazy. I am all over the place. So putting down my thoughts on paper, it really helps me, especially like in the ideation phase of everything when I'm meeting with clients and exactly what we're gonna do. Like, there's only so much room in my head, and it just needs to be written down. It's helped me a lot, get my thoughts down, and it helps with clarity. I don't know if you guys have the same problem as me, but like you get like this fog that comes across your brain and you have a hard time remembering things. Well, if it's written down, you don't have to remember anything. It's written down. I like to use like these little colored tabs sometimes if I need to go back to a certain page for whatever reason. That's why I like to catalog those thoughts, and it's a great tool, and I highly suggest it because you're gonna be going back and forth with different things, and you don't want to be flip-flopping. You want to make sure that you stay focused and you stay on task, and journaling just helps with that. Big proponent for it, and you can really see day to day like what happens, what goes through your mind, and it just helps. It really does. I highly suggest it. Start journaling. It's great. I like, it's hard, nice binding in the front. Not a big fan of the paper covers. I just, it can get wet, your journal can get damaged, and I just don't want to be a part of that. Baron Fig makes a great notebook for journaling. Moo makes a great notebook for journaling. It's good paper. I've had some journals where the paper has almost like this coating on it and it's just too slick for writing with pen or pencil. I don't like it. This current journal that I'm on right now, it has a good tooth to it. So when you're writing, it gives you a little resistance. That way you got a little more control and your hand just doesn't spiral out of control. Make your writing all sloppy so you can't read it. It's also a good weight so you won't like bleed through your paper. I use certain pens. I like G2 Pilots. Those are really smooth and they won't really streak. Some of them don't streak. That's key because I'm a big, I put my palm on the paper a lot, and it's just like when you're going, just writing along, like your palm will be all black and like everything you wrote is all streaky and gross, and it just doesn't work that well. I don't know about you guys, but I am not that productive. My mind is all over the place. I got that artist mind, I'm in a billion different places and different universes, and like it's hard for me to concentrate on one thing, and I need to be productive. One thing I like to use is the productivity planner. I'll go ahead and link that below too. By the way, I am not anything, so like none of this stuff is sponsored. I use this stuff. Like it's got cool quotes in here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a quote on top, and then like you got your task list of what you need to do for the day, and then like there's a journaling area. Let me see here. Oh. There's a journal area, and then like you rate from 1 to 10 on how productive you felt you were that day. It uses the Pomodoro method, where you set a timer for 25 minutes, and then for 5 minutes you're out doing something else. I like to go on a quick walk or something in another room and just disassociate my brain from what I was doing. It has helped me so much with my productivity. I can focus on something for an hour and take a 10-minute break. So 2 25-minute sessions with 10-minute breaks in there. So that's an hour. It's great. I like the quotes every day, super inspiring and motivational. And it really helps when you have like 100 things to do. So like, you're not gonna get 100 things done. How about 5? What 5 things can we do today to make your tomorrow better? And that puts it in there. your number one task of utmost priority is like has its own section, like this has to get done today, period. Everything else is secondary or your tertiary task, but for the most part, like your number one task, like that's on top. And then at the bottom you can journal, so if something happens, like you can write that in there, and then you can go back and see just everything that's happened to you for that month. Like, what the heck did I do this week? I don't know if you guys have ever had stuff like that. It's like, what did I do today at work? Like, I don't even, like, did I just black out and just stay on Instagram all day? Like, what did I do? Well, the journal's in there, or the productivity planner's in there specifically for that. Like, oh, I did this, and it took me this long to do it. Makes sense. I thought this was going to take me an hour. It actually took me 2 hours, and this is why. Because a lot of people, like, they like to interrupt you. They'll come in, drop by, and say, hey, what's going on, man? Are you ready for that 3 o'clock meeting? This allows you to just stay on task and just really focus and just knock out everything. Because, you know, some of us, like, you're responding to emails all day, you're responding to text messages, social media, and I just, you know, I'm trying to run a business here. I'm trying to be productive and efficient. And I have an 8-hour window to do my work, and I need to get it done, period. So just floundering around, putting out fires, like, when it's time for me to focus on one task, I'm gonna focus on that until it's done. Or at least if I need a chunk, like, all right, so this particular project is gonna take me a month. Okay, so what do I need to do every single day in order to make that goal for that month, for that project? Well, let's look it up. So if I need to make a 10-minute video in a month, well, I have to film and I have to go ahead and do my edits. So how much, okay, so I have 2 weeks to film. Do I have 2 weeks to film? I got 1 day to film, really. So pick a good day, do a location research, like look up the area around. We're talking about like the school districts, anything like that. Like the research needs to be done. So after that, you know, you're filming for that 1 day. Well, what shots do I want? Like, what's the key? What's the focal point of this home? Is it the bathroom? Does it have an amazing bathroom, an amazing kitchen? Or does it have like really high ceilings? Like, what are we talking about here? So, you know, setting up your shots and everything, and that's important. What else am I doing today? Oh, you know, we got blogs. Blogs need to be written. Okay, so today, number one, I got to write down my blog. Well, do I just start writing, or is there other stuff I need to do? Research. Okay, so what am I writing about? And I have to do the research about that. So the productivity planner, it's great for chunking, and it's great for just keeping you focused. Another tool that I started using is Trello. It's a great tool, just specifically, you get to see your whole month or year, whatever. You can make different boards. It's very useful, and you can set dates and write notes. So if you have one big project, you can break that up into little projects, and then that's what you can write in your productivity planner, because you can carry that around with you. I'm not a big fan of doing certain things on electronics for, like, well, what if you can't have internet? Like, that happens. But if you left your phone in the car or something, like, something can happen with an electronic, where with this book, like, you just can cover yourself. It's great. Trello is a great tool. I'll go ahead and link that below too. And so yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Overall, I would say it's been a good week. Probably an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for this week, and being productive and being focused. Last week I promised you guys that I was going to tell you my short-term goals, and that's definitely going to be, in 6 months I want to have 100 subscribers. If I get the 100 subscribers, I was thinking of getting myself something inspirational. I'm thinking about a painting. I'll go ahead and I'll link to some ideas below. I like paintings. I like to surround myself with inspirational things. I like to collect things. Big fan of Pops, Funko Pops. I like to collect those. Those are fun too. And then for the punishment, if I don't get the 100 subscribers, which let me tell you, it's a real good possibility because I still only have 2, and this is episode 4. So I need to figure something out, you know. For a punishment, what I'll do is, you know, I'll put myself on blast, and I'll try and figure out on social media, you know, you guys holding me accountable, and, you know, my fans or friends and family, you know, they're going to hold me accountable, and I'll just, you know, I'll put it out there. And I want to say that it's not embarrassing, but it's something like that, you know. I like meeting goals and, you know, staying focused, but sometimes you just can't do it all. And especially with something like YouTube, like maybe 100 will be too much. Maybe I'll need to look at the goal and see. I was like, all right, in another 6 months, can we get to 25? Like, can we do that? Like, what do I got to do to get to 25? Do I need to post twice a week, maybe? Who knows? Maybe I need to do better keyword research on my tasks at hand. Who knows? We'll figure that out. But in the next 6 months, I want to have 100 followers or subscribers on my channel for this vlog. I'd like to ask you, community, what do you like to do to stay really productive? How do you stay focused? Write in the comments below. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next Friday where we talk about more things, more tools to make your digital business more effective, super fun, and just what's going on in my week. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Irving Hill, and I'm out.